So, I've been thinking about doing a series for a long time now of something entitled, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, So You've Been Hacked, So You've Been Cleaned, where you're pretty much sitting there in Lumbridge with nothing and you have to rebuild from that. So I currently have a 420 mil bank, and right now I'm just going to proceed to go through and start selling it. I'm probably not going to show the whole thing. I haven't done live commentary for a YouTube video in over 7 years, since the COD days. So I have a couple ideas of how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to keep a few untradables, like my Arclight. Um, I thought about doing this because I put it in a straw poll in Discord that I hang out in, and 7 or 8 people voted yes, they would watch it. Where am I going? I'm going to the GE. So what I'm going to do is sell my bank and buy max buyables. I'm already 2097 total. My house is not efficiently set up. And then I'm just gonna probably cut for right now, and I'm just gonna start selling my gear. I don't really care what I dump it in for. I'm not saying RuneScape has gotten stale for me, but it doesn't have that same appeal it did, you know, even a year ago. I don't have the best gear, but I have near max strength. I have full armadillo, blowpipe, Pegasus, full Zenite shard and everything. And it became. I just wanted something to change it up, and I figured I'd record my progress along the way. My editing skills are rusty. I'm not the best at editing in Sony Vegas anymore. And I'm not saying my videos are going to be of the highest standard quality, but I'm going to try my best to, relearn how to edit, at least basic editing. Can't sell my Barrows gloves. I'm not officially sure what I'm going to do with all my rings that are imbued. Pardon that. And obviously, anyone for the future, I hang out in a CC, small little clan called Slayer a07, which is this fine gentleman right here, and that's just the CC I hang out in. I don't know how far this is going to go. I don't know how much progress I'm going to get. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm not even going to worry about like decanting all these and getting max money. I have enough of a bank to sit here and get max buyables, if I'm not mistaken. This should be 20 to 40 mil. This should be 20 to 50 mil, depending if I do addy plates or gold. Or Herblore is another 50 to 100 mil. Crafting is 30 to 50 mil, depending on the method. Yeah, and construction is going to be about 72 mil teak planks. I'm not going to do, I have it pulled up here on a second tab. It would cost 104 to 72 mil. I'm not sure which method I'll do. So I'm probably going to blow my entire existing bank into getting max buyables so I can work towards using that 2200 total world that they added to RuneScape. I do apologize if this commentary is a little rushed. I'm currently freeballing this. This is all live commentary. I'm not really a post commentary kind of guy. I'm also going to keep all my the heads for uncharge. Uncharge. My Ring of Suffering only has like 30,000. recoil settings, discard, yes. Non-imbued, not imbued. So I'm, oh, meant to go to the Grand Exchange. I'm committed to actually doing this from scratch within good reason. I'm probably not going to get rid of my arc light. It's fully charged, and I'm not going to do that to myself. I will probably have to attain 3 charges to at least unlock it. I'm not sure 100% on the details. This first recording is a little bit rushed. Gear, this is right after, if this is just for future proofing this is, how do I put it? This is right after the Dual Arena tax was added to the game. So a lot of the items were dumped back into the market, and then I lost about 40 mil off gear being depreciated, and I don't really care. It's still enough to pretty much buy max buyables within reason. I mean, I should be able to at least have all my current coins will be put towards max buyables or platinum tokens, and they will not be part of the series. So yeah, I'll probably come back when I'm done selling all this. See y'all then. So I'm recording this a bit a second time because I was using my onboard mic instead of my good mic that I'm talking through right now. For the most part, I have cleaned out my bank. I have about 427 mil to play with. Sorry about that. I do play with game sounds on. For the most part, I have, yeah, like I said, 427 mil. So, I have a few more things to clean out of my bank. As you guys can see, about 100, 200 items left to go through and decide exactly what I want to keep. I have an idea of what I'm going to keep and what not to keep. And then I'll just work back whatever I decide to not. So in the next part, you'll see what I do decide to keep. Okay, so I have the bank all cleaned out, ready to go. There's my butler. I actually wanted to come check one thing. There's a couple things around the game I just need to do. Use servant's money bag is empty. Then I need to use, so there's a, I know what I want to keep and I know what I don't want to keep. So this is pretty much the last part of this intro video to part 1 of this series. I have finally decided on what I wanted to keep and what I didn't want to keep. So right here, I'm going to go to Miscellaneous Kingdom, and I'm going to withdraw everything. I'm going to go do my birdhouse run, empty those, so I won't have any passive GP. So when I start the actual series, I won't be able to cheat and be like, oh, well, I had something in my kingdom. So let me, oops, one too many. So let me come clean this out real quick. So here's what I have. I have 2/3 of a totem. My arc light has about 4,000 charges, and I have 11 shards. So this arc light, I'm going to drop. Peace Dragon Defenders, I'm going to drop. This Fire Cape and this imbued Zamorak Mage, which is Mage Arenas 2, I'm going to drop. And this is a fully Ivan staff upgraded to hold more charges. It's fully charged. I'm going to drop. And these, all the skill capes I still have, I'm going to drop. My rune pouch, I'm going to destroy. These I'm going to cash out and sell. These I'm going to cash out and sell. Check resources, withdraw. There we go. Withdraw. Then collect resources. That's fine. Collect resources. Okay. So that should give me about another mil to play with. Yeah, another 700k. So those are in the bank. We need to go do a treehouse run. I am not going to go around the game. Pardon me. I am not going to go around the game collecting my stashes. I generally do not do clue scrolls anymore. I don't find them fun. So if I do a clue scroll, and I already have the items in a stash, I'm going to accept that as what it is. However, I don't really foresee myself doing any mediums or hards or elites or masters. I don't find clue scrolls fun anymore, so I don't really see myself doing them. I know I have some built, but I mean, they're mostly just hard with a collective couple rune items. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go to those stashes and collect that money off camera and say I earned that money. What I am going to get rid of is anything that would give me passive gold income, or like any weapon. I've already dissolved my tentacle whip that had like 8.5 thousand charges. So if I just withdraw these and get rid of my placeholders, I'll show you what I'm going to keep. So these can go away. These are Draymond branches that you would use to make a Draymond staff. So I got 2 M scrolls, keeping them. Curved bones for construction, I'm keeping. Frigmenic blade, some more junk, teleport. These are going to be destroyed. A willow seed. Dropping money. Let me ramble on here. Let me pick those back up. That. And rings are like 1k. I don't care about that. So I'm going to keep all my herb sack, my gem bag, my soul bearer. I will show that this has no charges. If it will withdraw. Check. Has no charges. My rune pouch is completely destroyed. That is dropped. 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 I have an attack cape. I can go get this back. I want this to be a true from scratch series, as if I was hacked and I was pretty much lost all my combative stuff. There's my Major Arena 2. There's my Fire Cape. There's my Arc Light. There's my Dragon Shard. My Shards. There's my Ivan Staff. I've been thinking about these all since the inception of this idea. I wanted this series to be a true from scratch. So you do see about 430 mil worth of junk in my inventory right now, and that's going to be used purely towards maxing Bibles, like I've said multiple times this series, or this entire first episode, that is. So I don't know if I'll be doing that alongside the series, or if I'll do the Bibles first before I start recording the from scratch. But as you can see, I'm dedicated to this. I dropped everything that was of value. My bank should say I have nothing. Like, yeah, Runelight or OS Buddy is showing I have no bank value. So this is the red recolor helmet. This is just a cockatrice helmet. This is construction experience. This is the black Slayer helmet. Herb, gem, purple, Draymond staff, Dwarven rock cake for NMZ. You know, some light torches, Bruma torch, Slayer gems, quest item for the whatever, Inferno axe. Yeah, that has value. That's like 1.7 mil for a stone. Slayer rings, I'm just going to keep. I'm keeping the Abyssal book in case I want to do Abyssal rune crafting again. It makes the dialogue one less tick. I'm keeping my rune pouches. I can't trade any of these in. That's to get to Cerberus. I thought about cashing in the Graceful and the Prospectors and getting more of these, but I realized this gives no combat. Like, it doesn't help make more money. It just gives experience, and this just makes me way less, so it doesn't help with any money makers. The Shazian armor would take me 10-20 minutes to get back, so I'm not getting rid of it. I've never had Void, so I'm not. If I had Void, I would drop it and I would get it back, because I don't feel like starting with Void would be fair. And this is the Rogue's outfit, so this would take a collective hour and a half to get back. I'm not going to drop that. I don't really foresee myself doing Arty Knights as a moneymaker. I'm keeping my cooking gauntlets and my ice and my gold gauntlets I'm keeping for, well, the cooking is a moneymaker, so I'm dropping those. I also have a cooking cape, so I don't need those anymore. I'm keeping the ice and the gold for 99 smithing. Coal bag, once again, is... I'm not going to drop that. I guess it helps with money making at Blast Furnace, but I might use it for, getting 99 smithing. As you can see, I dropped all my untradables that I deemed were combat worthy, and I kept the monotonous one. I did drop my rune pouch because it ultimately does speed up making money at things like Zora. Dark Totem, I felt like if I could get shards quickly, it would... I don't know, it just felt cheap. So, those shards in that Arclight was about 25 totems I had stacked up through 99 Slayer. I plan on doing Slayer in this series, so I know I'm going to get more. So once again, I think this is going to wrap up episode 1. I have about, I want to say 10 minutes of footage recorded. So I still need to throw all these 3 parts together and edit them. But let me know what you think down in the comments. In fact, I don't know how much of this series I'm going to pre-record. Just, yeah. So 64 items. These house tabs I'm not keeping as part of the series. I'm going to go trade these out, get, soft clay or gym bags, and trade these for amylase, and then start maxing my account stats. So the next thing you might see, one more clip of this, is if I do buy all the materials. However, like buying 99 crafting, you have to buy... Anyway, yeah. I think that I'm going to call it right there. So if you see anything in a new tab, it's going to be just 99s being passively bought. And these are also spirit saplings. I had like 15 seeds. I'm not going to drop those as they have no value. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for watching, and let me know what you think.